All right, everyone, here we go. This is William Zabka, who played Johnny Lawrence in Cobra Kai and The Karate Kid. So I tried, once again, these are images that took a lot of time and resources to produce for you all. And I'm going to be doing these, lookalikes and things like that. And I'm trying to get them as close as possible with these models and these images to the original character. But this is the best that I can do. So this is his more recent haircut, and can it be a little shorter than this? Yes. The key to this is that even though the hair is fairly short, it still appears to have some length to it, and that is because it's slightly layered throughout the more bottom of it. So the top, if you were to pull the top strand straight down, it would probably go, I would say, more than halfway down the forehead, maybe like an inch and a half above the eyebrows, because when the hair is pulled straight down, it's going to be a bit longer. I would say it's probably maybe 3 inches long in the very, very front, max, and on the top. Where you have some variation and on William's hair is that the sides can be a little bit shorter, but they also can be a little bit longer, like this. And as you see his character in Cobra Kai, to where it's probably an inch and a half long throughout the side. So even though it's a little shorter on top, I think maintaining the length throughout the sides and the back gives it an overall longer type of appearance. Something like my sea salt paste would be great for this. The crafted matte paste would be great like this. My new powder that I'm launching, and it's available now, is amazing, called Beach House. Tidal Wave even on its own. So here's another example of this lookalike who the hair you can see is a bit longer. Now take the same hairstyle on the sides, the same length, and just add another inch to, I would say, maybe 2 inches max on the top. Once again, the layers are more of a square layered shape. The top isn't heavily layered, and that's what gives it that longer appearance. All the layers start to really work in throughout the corners and the sides of the hair. Now you can go a little bit above and around the ear if you want a really clean look, but if you were to comb this straight down, it would definitely 100% cover the top of the ear. Not as far as like the middle of the ear, but it definitely covers over the top. Once again, a very easy flowing natural hairstyle. Tidal Wave on its own would look great. This is something where it's a kind of a wake and wear or wash and wear. You wash your hair, you blow dry it. You can spray, maybe 25 spray in or some Tidal Wave, like 2 or 3 spritches max, and then blow dry it. And especially on fine hair, and blondes, natural blondes tend to have more of a finer hair texture, even though there's a lot of it. You can just blow dry it, or just let it air dry, and you should achieve a look like this. This is 100% straight hair. And I know a lot of people say, oh, how do I get my hair to be nice and smooth like that? Well, if you have naturally dirty blonde hair, or even light brown hair, or even if you're graying throughout the sides and the top a little bit, as long as your hair is straight and you have a lot of hair, then you're going to be in pretty good shape, because this is what the haircut dictates. Another thing is, you can see that as this hair flows back, it's because the top is not really heavily layered. And if you want your hair to lay down a bit flatter, once again, this is where that square layered shape will come in handy. And there's really 3 types of layers. There's round, triangular, and square. Now, typically, most of my haircuts, I do cut more on a rounded shape, because I'm looking for layers like throughout the top to have it a little more balanced. For something like this, a square layered shape is going to come in handy, simply because it's going to make the hair lay a bit flatter on top. And the fact that his hair is a little bit longer, this is a bit, I would say, again, an inch to an inch and a half longer than how he actually has it, but it's very close. And then having it shorter, you can have less of a parting on top and wear it a bit more of that messy type of look, okay? Here's another example. Same thing. All right. And I just want to keep showing you examples of this look-alike here to where, you may have this kind of middle part, right? And this is basically the same hairstyle. Now, if the hair is shorter, it's going to be a little bit different, right? So imagine an 1.5 inches shorter than this. Let's just go 2 inches shorter than this. The parting, and this is how he wears his hair a lot of the times, is you'll see it very tousled on top. And because of that parting that he has, that kind of natural part, or even if you have like a widow's peak or something, it's going to make the hair split. You can style it a bit more of a different look in the front. And that's why he has his hair coming over a bit, and he's got it kind of worked in a different direction. Like one side goes over a little bit to the right, one side goes over to the left, almost like a side swept part, very similar to my first image. So the shorter your hair, now the easier. Now don't go too short, because if the hair is too short, and this goes for any style, you won't have the freedom and flexibility to move the hair around. Okay? Like this, you won't have the freedom and flexibility to move the hair around. If the hair is longer, like in this image, then you can have more of a flow type of, longer layer type of look, a feathered look throughout the sides and the corners. If it's shorter than this, it's not going to have that feathered look as much, and the top itself, the very, very top, is going to appear to be a bit more layered. So the longer it is, the less layers you're going to have throughout the top. And the shorter it is, kind of like his current hairstyle or the first image that I showed, it's going to be a bit more layered. And that's how you're able to, and that's how he's able to achieve that type of hairstyle. A very free flowing look. Now, I've been a fan of, and let me know in the comments below, did you watch The Karate Kid like when they first came out? And are you watching Cobra Kai? I've kept up with it. I think it's, it's an amazing show to see them come back and to see where it's going and all this stuff. It's really worth watching. And I know you're all thinking, oh, please show us, Johnny Lawrence from Karate Kid. Well, I have a surprise for you. Here it is. Again, this is as close as I possibly could get it. Now, if you were to take all of this hair and bring it all the way down forward without any sort of parting, this is the haircut. This would all be in the face, sweeping over like the original Johnny Lawrence kind of sweeping haircut, right? The flow hairstyle. Take that section and bring it all the way down. This is the closest that I can get to that original haircut that Johnny had. So these are the lengths, though. I mean, the hair probably comes down just a little bit past the eyebrow, because you need to have all that length to have it sweep over. And you could see here, there's a lot more layering going on. Now, you can have the sides shorter if you want. That's totally up to you. But this is pretty much the haircut. How do you get this? Show images. You can even take screenshots of this to your barber or stylist. And I hope you enjoy these celebrity breakdowns. Here's a little added bonus. This is if you want to have more of a longer hairstyle on top, definitely more of a retro 80s type of look. But if you have any requests for more celebrity lookalikes and haircuts that you want me to break down, I literally feel like I can do these for the rest of my life, to be honest with you. I enjoy doing these. It's a lot of work to make, have these images produced. But let me know in the comments below. If you want to purchase any of my products, use code YouTube20 at shop.thesalonguy.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.